All right, ladies and gentlemen, week 2 is underway. We've got a heavy matchup here tonight, and I've got someone very new in the booth. It's my old teammate. Honestly, somebody I never think thought I'd get in here. I saw him in chat. I was like, "Hey, wanna hop in?" We got Gardens with us, an Atlanta Harrier. How you doing?
Oops. I'm glad to be here, man. My
I
mic
was,
was turned down. That was an accident. It was misinput.
I was like, "Oh no, did we lose him?"
No, I turned it down a little too much. But yeah, I'm glad to be here. Like you said, I didn't expect to actually be in the booth, spur of the moment, but that's awesome.
Hop out of that real quick. I just realized that I made it. I did the completely wrong name and password. I did Atlanta versus Erie, and that's not who's playing.
Wow. Also, thank you guys in the chat. I'll be looking at chat. I'll try and respond when I can.
No, it's this is Gardens. We've got the top 3 picks in the draft playing in this one game.
Yeah, this is going to be quite the game because I saw the teams, Foxtrotters and Pharaohs, and it's just can't get much better.
It's definitely a great way to start the second week, and both these teams didn't have their full lineup week 1. Um, Luxor played without Myth, and Foxtrotters were without Mom Debbie. So the number 1 and number 2 pick in the draft will have their first games today.
Their first real game,
Yes.
as long as they have everybody here. I mean, it's a pretty stacked lineup because you got Mom Debbie, who came down from Prism, and he was, in my opinion, he was still a great player. I don't see why he had to come down, but he's always been around a long time, and Myth has also been around for a long time, so I'm hoping to see good things from him today as well.
Mm-hmm.
And just overall, I'm hoping for a good game.
Are you in the lobby, by the way?
I am.
Okay. I have the spectator bug, so you'll find this out probably. It doesn't
I've
show
had it a few
everybody in the
times.
lobby. It's bothering me. But Stewie, you're right. You were the second pick. That's my bad. Myth was the third pick. I apologize for that. I didn't mean to disrespect your name. Forgive me. No, this is. I mean, last week, again, we saw Stewie be who Stewie is. Had 9 saves on the week. Helped the Pharaohs so much against the Bandits. Good series. Bandits put up a fight. Did walk away with a 3-1 win, the Pharaohs did. But games 1 through 3, very back and forth. Game 4, they really stepped it up, showed that Kim going through. I'll be honest, I didn't really watch the Foxtrotters one. I
I honestly don't remember
apologize.
that game.
I did hear from a couple people though that they went down 0-2 and then the demos and bumps started coming out, and that really flipped it up. I think they almost got a reverse sweep. Make sure everybody's in here. 2, 3. Yep, we
I
got
got 8
everybody. I did that in all caps on accident. All right, chat. I promised somebody I would do something real quick as the game gets started. I just gotta get this to be correct. Pixel action is on the way. God, that felt horrible to do, but we did it. Koa, Defane, that was for y'all. I love you. Quick little start by the Foxtrotters, and they're gonna get on the board. That's the
Ooh.
number 1 pick, Mom Debbie. Good touch there by Sharknado. Myth tried to get the flick out to Stewie. Stewie just couldn't react in time to pop it up. I be honest, with how good these teams are, I could see a goal happening that fast. But how good they are defensively, I wasn't expecting that.
Let's just play that out to be a mistake. That's a true
As we might
power.
have another one. No, Mom Debbie able to get back, make the save. Sharknado, unfortunate touch. Stewie's gonna get on the board, and it's already tied back up.
Caster's curse at its finest.
Hey, that's what we love to do around here. We don't like anybody to have benefits, except for Houston Hornets. Somehow, they're undefeated when I cast their games. They've lost every other game with a different caster. We're going to put that to the test tomorrow night as well.
How much are you paying him this time?
How much are they paying me? What you mean? I'm the one that keeps them winning. Stewie trying to get a pass mid. Gonna be open.
Oof.
Bacon on the board. 2-1 Pharaohs. What happened here?
Look, just
Ah,
over rotation, maybe.
Yeah.
Just thought out.
Chart trying to meet Stewie up on the backboard. That sounds wrong to say, but just not quite the angle he needed. But now trying to get one back. Bacon good 50. It's going to bounce off the back wall. Myth low boost. Waiting. Brett couldn't quite get the angle. That's a pinch out. Could be dangerous, but Stewie is there. Sidewall going to avoid the boost. Get the ball. Try to force the shot. It's a bit wide though. Sharknado couldn't collect. Myth able to get the 50 out again. Low boost. Going to have to go back. Bacon. Backflips. Stewie is there. Full boost. Gets there in
What a
time
save.
for a beautiful save. That's what he brings to the table. He's so good on defense. If you don't think he's going to get there, he's going to prove you wrong. Bacon
I think
looking for a
Stewie's just
pass
a
mid.
double threat in that situation. 'Cause
Yeah.
when he's on offense, he really is just on offense. When he's on defense, he could make crazy saves and just support his team.
That's what I used to view him as a very defensive player. And I mean, he proves it year in and year out. He's going to have the defensive stats. But his offense has leveled up a lot towards the end of last season and in the offseason, getting a new peak and just becoming that all-around player. As he gets the ball downfield, low boost, but still going to try to stay within 50. Does get it. Bacon's right there. Going to put a shot on, but a save by Sharknado. 2 minutes have gone. 3 goals have been scored. Foxtrotters down by 1. Looking to hold on the defensive end. Force the issue on the Pharaohs side, but they won't have it. Bacon keeping it in, trying to get the 50. Stewie gets 50 by Mom Debbie. Ball bounces mid. No shooter, so Myth has a bit of time as Mom Debbie decides to turn and push. Myth sealing down. Gonna be a shot. Gonna be high and out, though. Now Mom Debbie's turn. Up in the air. Stays with. Gets the dribble, but a good read by Bacon. Down to Shark. Shark's gonna shoot top left. Bounces off the crossbar and out. Brett can't get that touch. I think Myth went flying past that one. Now Stewie trying to stay there. Good touch by Mom Debbie off the backboard. Gonna be over Bacon. Myth full boost. Waiting. Does get 50 middle, but Stewie is right there. Plenty of boost to make a play out of this. Has Myth mid. Goes for the shot himself. Will be denied by Mom Debbie. So far, a pretty even back and forth. Mom Debbie looking for the 50. No shooters. Shark towards back wall. There's just really no good name to call him except his full name, you know? And
You could say NATO.
nah.
Shart
Shark.
going for the ball. Shart misses.
Mom Debbie. Decent little pinch out, but Brett right there. Gonna be back wall. Myth can't read. Brett gonna put a shot on. Stewie gets. Mom Debbie is gonna follow it up, and we are tied back at 2. Hey, if we can get a full 5 games out of this, I'm not gonna be upset.
I wouldn't complain about that.
No.
W game epic, Myth says in chat.
Yeah,
2 yeses.
He posted a message in one of the chats earlier asking about how people were handling the lag issues. Personally, I have had no lag issues on this game today.
I have not either. Maybe it's for some areas or
Right.
just, but I don't know. I haven't really seen any issues.
See if he can weather the storm, help his team out. Anyways, this is going to leave that one. Mom Debbie a touch back. All 3 Pharaohs in the same corner could spell disaster. Stewie does get a touch. It's high off the backboard. Mom Debbie's there. Couldn't put it in.
No.
Good defense by the Pharaohs. We're getting close. Final. Wait. 30 seconds of gameplay now. Looks like it could be a 2-on-1, but that's a good read by Myth. Bacon's there, but Brett does get the slight touch. Myth, high pop, gonna wait. That's a double commit by the Foxtrotters, Mom Debbie and Sharknado. Now Mom Debbie plays it back. Brett gets the touch, gets up.
Is that just... Okay. Towards the end there, it just looked like the Pharaohs spread out across the whole field, and there was always just one person in each side. Wasn't
I
really
don't
any
know if
set position.
you still have stream on, but the jaw dropped on that one. I had to.
That is not the way.
Bacon!
Oh my god!
Someone clip it to tie the game with 5 left. He hits the double.
It's not over yet.
The man who pinched it in for an own goal makes up immediately. Now Brett trying to get it down that way. Gonna be saved by Bacon this time. Pinch back mid. No one gets to it. Game 1 OT. What are we watching, Gardens?
I really don't know, but it's good and bad all in one, and I'm completely here for it.
As
This
you
might
say,
be a goal
good and
right
bad
here.
all in one. There's the bad. Bacon couldn't get the angle though. Foxtrotters able to survive that push. A little miss by Sharknado led to a shot, just not enough power. Brett gets up. Mom Debbie getting bumped. It's gonna be back wall. Mom Debbie does get the touch. Myth full boost will be first to challenge. Gets a 50. Sharknado's right there. Pops it high. Mom Debbie goes up. But that's a read by Stewie. It is a double commit, though, by the Pharaohs. So Stewie needs to hold this downfield. Great 50s to keep the pressure. Brett going to push. Myth there. Gets the touch. Sharknado. 50s out. Bacon's up quick. Mom Debbie gets the read, though. Stewie. Plenty of time. Plenty of boost. Go to work, young son. Mom Debbie, good read. Bacon shot.
Bacon?
No one's there. Stewie went for the
Okay.
bump, and it's a Pharaohs win for game 1.
Bacon is looking like a real threat right now.
Bacon has been playing some great Rocket League.
Yeah, he's really showing out. I don't know if this is just the new Bacon or if this is just a series thing, but it's looking good.
All right, as we get a game restart, apparently. Unclear on the rules for this one. I mean, I would think has 1 minute
I-
to get back.
Yeah, I guess it would be the same thing as if you're doing a sub or something. Just use that 1 minute to do what you can.
All right, we'll go ahead and ready up. Everything I have to do is done. Started out hot. 3 goals in the first minute. Kind of died down a little. We did get some more goals, but then at the end it turned up. It was 2-2. Then we get the forced own goal to make it 3-2. 5 seconds left. Bacon doubles it in, no bounce to go to OT, then hits the game winner.
You know, they just had to keep it interesting. It was all part of the plan.
I mean, fair.
Calculated, if you will.
Fair. We're here for some entertainment.
Absolutely.
Now, I asked them to make every game like that. Every game needs to be that good. I just saw a DM. Yeah, that is a tech issue. You're right. So tech issue, he's got plenty of time afterwards. 50 off the bat. Alright. Officially made it longer in this game than the last one in terms of goals. Better defense played the first 20 seconds. I love it. Mom Debbie now flip reset off the backboard to Sharknado. Good read by Ooh, apologies. Stewie trying to get it downfield, but nothing will come of it. Myth, plenty of time in this corner, but very low boost. Able to get a soft touch down. Good 50 by Bacon. Stewie now there. Off the sidewall, Sharknado can't get the touch. Bacon still downfield. Stewie, big 50. Mom Debbie can't get. Myth gonna shoot. It's gonna be high. Crossbar. Mom Debbie gets the 45. Stewie, good read. Sharknado. Unfortunate. It's the slightest misses by Sharknado right now.
Yeah, and it
But
really looks like they're trying to play more conservative, take those chances when they have them instead of forcing them, and it's just it would work out a lot better.
as the conservative might have bit them right there. Ball pops up. Mom Debbie gets up, doesn't have the read, and everyone trusted. Driving away from the ball leads to an open net pretty much, and the Pharaohs take the lead.
So to say, it would work a lot better if connection with the ball happened.
Yes. That's a good play. Can anyone catch up to this? It's going to be Stewie. Going to get it to the corner. Plenty of boost off the ceiling. Tries to stay with. Down to Bacon. Soft touch. Beats one. Dribbles past Mom Debbie. Gets it around the backboard, but Sharknado does collect that one and get it cleared. Myth can't find the touch. Mom Debbie, little low boost, pushing up. Myth, of course, going to be chasing. Got to go a little quicker than that. Stewie, great
Ooh, what a
bump,
bump.
but
What a
what a
save.
save. Stewie trying to clip, but Diabito denies. Hit straight down. Mom Debbie catch, flick, but Brett was in the air. Shark, a little bit wide. Stewie trying to clear it. Brett's right there off the corner. Can he get a bump or anything? No. Myth will get the clear. Mom Debbie has to turn back and get the boost. Little bit of a bump, but Sharknado is there to collect. Waits. Stewie pre-jumps. Good back pass. Calculated. Mom Debbie. Backboard. Brett. Shot. No. Bacon denies. Stewie. What you doing, buddy? Getting it off the backboard for Myth, but Mom Debbie good clear. Now Brett has a chance to run. Has Mom Debbie mid, but gets 50'd up high. Sharknado doesn't have the boost to get up there. Bacon might have another one, but misses. Mom Debbie gets the touch out, steals the boost, passes back to Brett. Myth, good 50s. Stays on, gets another one. Gets a third, but no follow-up. Bacon now able to get a touch, plays it to the side. Final 2 minutes of play. Foxtrotters haven't been able to find offense this game. Have had chances, just haven't been able to get the shot good enough. As that one a bit wide again. 50 down now. Shot, Shark, Bacon, save. Myth. Big pop down. Stewie's there, gets the touch. High, crossbar. Mom Debbie. Soft flick that Myth reads. Then gets a second one. Shark does get the touch. Little bit awkward. Mom Debbie looking for the double. Gets it. Keeps him alive. Bacon. Push him back with Myth. Now goes. Gets demoed. Brett up. Can't get Myth clear. Foxtrotters really need to find some passes. Break down one by one. Get the net clear and get the goal. Final minute of play, a little bit of a bump comes out. Brett can't catch up to that one. The demo comes out on the defense. That one could be free. Mom Debbie doesn't have the angle, and it's a pinch out. Bacon. Corner.
Is that a Jersey accent?
Corner 3.
Corner.
Corner. Brett, no boost to get to this one. That's okay. Sharknado's there. Gets the flick off the back wall. Stewie will be up. Double commit for the 50. Here's Brett. Plays it low. Looks for the 50 but can't get. Bacon tries to clear. Mom Debbie pops. Goes back with 10 seconds left. Foxtrotters don't have time to keep it on this end. They've got to go. Shark up high. Plays it downfield. Mom's there. Shot but gonna be saved. It hits the ground. Would have been saved. Pharaohs go up 2-0.
I'm really wishing I had made my bet in time instead of booting up and getting in the booth.
You know what happens. Sometimes you need to be taken away from the betting. It's been some good games. That one, Foxtrotters just they couldn't find offense. Only one more
Yeah.
shot the Pharaohs' way, the same amount of saves. Only one save per each team.
Yeah. Oh,
I crashed.
I did as well. Was that a crash all around?
Yep. Um,
At least it was during the
yeah.
transfer. But with the Foxtrotters, it seemed like there was only one person attacking at each time. They were just really spread out across that field, and it was either leaving people in a 3v2 or they were trying to score with one person on attack. Like the ball would just go across the net and there's no one there to shoot for them. And I know these people, they can clean up and they can get that attack going very well. I mean, come on, it's a good lineup from each side.
It is. It's. I think this one is gonna come down to any mistake you have to take advantage of,
Hmm.
and those are the ones that are frustrating because if that team's not making many mistakes, how are you gonna break them down if nothing's working? You gotta try something. We saw a demo come out from Mom Debbie on Stewie, but there was just no possession behind him to force a shot on target.
Exactly. And especially with Bacon and Net just making routine saves, being in a good spot, it's just difficult. You just got to throw in some chaos, and open up the chances.
As there's a demo way deep in the Pharaohs back line. Dishonored coming in for Sharknado. Can't find that one. Brett 50s it straight down. Myth will be there. Backboard might get a double. Tries little wide. Bacon follow up. Beat by Mom Debbie. Now the bump. Double bump. That's a good beat. It's two, maybe 3-on-1. High pop. Myth last back. Gonna get there. Yes. Brett shot. Goes in.
There we go.
1-0 Foxtrotters. Yeah, this map again, Craney. I apologize when everything crashed. I forgot it doesn't switch the map to what I had it on, so yes, apologies. Foxtrotters finally able to take advantage of one mistake. It was a double commit by the Pharaohs that forced everyone downfield and gave Foxtrotters plenty of time to set up a play even with a Myth touch. Bacon, demoed, Myth, backboard. Gonna be cleared out by Brett. No boost. Dishonored. Big bang downfield. Stewie will have. High pop. Can't stay with. Mom Debbie's there. Puts it backboard. Might get the double. Doesn't have enough boost. Brett pushing up. Gets beat by Myth. This could be the chance for the Pharaohs. One back. Dishonored tries to get there, but a good place shot by Myth. 1-1.
Bears is just looking to close it out. They want that sweep.
They thought they should have gotten it last week. Myth not available. Bandits able to take a game. They want it this week. Foxtrotters looking to recreate their magic from last week. Down 2-0. Trying to claw back and get a reverse. Bacon. Going to the sidewall. Brett will push, but Bacon gets the dunk. Mom Debbie. Good patience. Tries to get the catch, but it's a little off. Stewie, 50. Myth, gonna leave it. Bacon. Pop out, gonna go with. Gets it mid. Stewie there. Shot. Goal. 2-1 Pharaohs.
I mean, what could you say? It's Stewie and Bacon with a good supporting player. Not much else.
I mean, great pass down. Stewie, good speed just to beat both the defenders that were near the ball. Now Stewie looking to go backboard. Mom Debbie gets a soft touch. Bacon and Myth up. Another double commit. Can the Foxtrotters take advantage again? Bit of a bounce off the corner. Go for the bump, possibly. No. Stewie will get the save. Dishonored. Trying to play it off. Goes back, gets a bump. Breed.
No way.
Still dangerous, but that one feels like it's gotta go in. It should be a goal for the Foxtrotters, but they couldn't find the back of the net. Brett, good touch. Just double commit right there. Bacon may have a chance to run. Plays it downfield towards back wall. Brett gets the clear. Myth is there. Brett, 50. Stewie, gonna wait. Brett just gonna throw this at the net. It's gonna be in, and the game's tied back up. What happened? Stewie turns off, and I think Bacon was driving back too, just didn't have the speed to get there.
Just caught him in a good time or bad time if you're at the opponent's.
I think Bacon was expecting a challenge at a Stewie there, driving up so quick, and then decided to turn off, made it a bit awkward. Mom Debbie now taking it the other way,
Another?
trying to 50.
What a save.
Good save by Stewie, yet again. Usually I cast or curse Stewie by saying his name, but so far it hasn't worked.
Stewie's gonna make another great save and definitely not get scored on in an
Right.
OT game.
Can't find that one in the corner. Mom Debbie will collect, play it up there. No one for the Pharaohs pushing. That's a good 50. Stewie able to get the touch, get a bang out. No one's back. Dishonored able to get it off.
Oh,
Bacon shot wide. Mom Debbie plays it to the left. Gonna stay with two. Stewie has boost, tries to challenge, gets a 50 down. I've had a tickle in my throat and it's bothering me.
you sounded sad.
Bacon can't get that flick. Dishonored does. Myth passes back to Stewie. Mom Debbie off the sidewall. Dishonored looking for bumps. Mom Debbie back wall. Bacon soft. Dishonored able to collect. Passes out mid to Brett. Brett 50s Myth keeps the ball on the Pharaohs half. Dishonored very low boost but still gets a pop towards the net. Stewie finally gets a clear down to the Foxtrotter side. Mom Debbie.
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh, he was alone on that one for a while.
The death touch off the back wall. Stewie bearing down on him. Gets the Goomba. Myth puts it away. 3-2.
This could very well just be a Pharaoh sweep. I wouldn't say it's unexpected, but it. Whew.
Yeah, jaw dropped.
Yeah, it would be somewhat impressive.
Good save.
That's all I gotta say about that.
Oh,
This
shot
might be another
wide.
chance. Good clear from whoever that was.
I believe it was Myth.
Myth, yeah.
Good 50.
Myth still with the
Brett,
ball.
Or sorry, Dishonored pushing up. Mom Debbie's backboard. Looking for a soft touchdown. Can't get. 7, 6, 5, 4.
Is this it?
3.
Is this how it
2.
ends?
That should be game. Maybe not. Myth gets the pop out. Mom
Oh,
Debbie
no.
gonna be under it. Gets the catch. Looks for the flick, but a good push by Stewie. Gets the demo in the clear. Just needs to
gotta
get this
kill it.
ball down. Mom Debbie.
Oh, it's a double
That's
commit.
gonna be a kill.
Oh.
That's gonna be a Pharaohs sweep.
Also, I saw Anomaly subscribed for 5 months as soon as he made his appearance, so that's R right there. Thank you, Anomaly.
Let's go, Anomaly. Let's see. Yeah, activity feed. Resubscribe 5 months. Let's
So
go.
terrible rematch character. I hope you change it.
Rematch is not a game anymore. You have to wait on it.
Wait, the
June-
beta's gone?
Yeah, beta's gone. Ended at 4 a.m. this morning.
Oh.
Yep. All right, it is time for an interview. We will be right back. Gardens and I are back with the Luxor Pharaohs. You got your sweep. You wanted it last week. It didn't happen, but you come out this week. Some good games played. I believe all 1-goal games, but your team came out on top in all 3. Starting off the season strong. How's it feeling?
That's great. I mean, sometimes that's just how it is. It's been a weird start. I had bad connection issues last week, and Mythic was having them this week.
Yep.
But I mean, we were glad to get Mythic back. You know, shout out to Shade. Shade wanted to play, but he also wanted to sleep, so we gave him the night off for being a good guy.
Yeah.
But you know, we had a good scrim with Honolulu before the series. They got us right up to speed because Myth was out of town. So yeah, it was a fun series.
Like I said, that's a great team to scrim beforehand.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's
That's-
a great team.
Which,
let's go
which to
back
be
to
fair,
game one.
I'm gonna throw a little shade at Honolulu though. Like, KC just played us tougher than Honolulu did in those scrims.
Scrims don't matter.
So, yeah, this is true. But man,
Hmm.
it was tough.
Yeah.
I want to take it back to game one real quick. Bacon.
Yeah.
Stressing.
Nah.
Yeah, even after that own goal to put y'all down.
Nah. No stress.
No stress. I mean, you came out. Hey, you hit a clip to tie it back up. It was beautiful.
Exactly.
It was
Ice in my
beautiful.
veins. At 36 years old, ice in my veins. We're good.
No, that game one was. I mean, that was an amazing way to start. Came out swinging. I believe it was 3 goals in the first minute. Then it slowed down. Y'all tied it up, or they tied it up. All that chaos happened. Game two though, I don't know how much y'all paid attention to the stats. Y'all had 5 shots. They had 4 shots. Each of y'all only had 1 save. That game
That's
was
wild.
primarily played in the midfield.
Yeah.
And it was a 1-0 game. Every game was phenomenal. But that one was just, I haven't seen that before.
Well, it was tough. I think both teams were a little sloppy around the goal in terms of
Mhm.
shooting. That's what it felt like. A lot of kind of panic defense and just missed shots. So, but yeah, that's going to make it feel like it was played more at the midfield, and it probably was. I'll have to watch it back. But it's just a little sloppy, I think, from both teams. Still early in the season.
Yeah, again, it's only week 2. But Myth, first game of the season, came out, got the dub. Feeling good.
Even with the handicap.
Yeah, I saw your message earlier, Gardens, and I talked about it. You said something about the lag on the game. I was like, I have had no issues today.
Was it like a noticeable lag where it would
Oh,
affect your game?
Oh, I was going under the map thing with rubber bands.
Oh
It's
no.
crazy. And what's weird is Discord is lagging too. Like even right now. So I don't know.
So
Are you sure?
everything's just messed
I was
up.
out of town for 4 days and came back and it was like this.
You got a little rusty.
It's that I can tell you from experience. It's the PC hating you. You haven't touched it in a while. It's mad at you.
I gotta warm it up a little bit, you know.
Exactly.
Cold start.
Gardens, what you got for him?
Oh no. Bacon.
Yeah.
Are you the manager for this, Steve? I gotta confirm.
Yeah.
Okay. So were you guys like, because this is technically your second, or this is your second game. So were you comfortable in this game, or was it still like trying to work some stuff out?
It's been almost perfectly comfortable from the get go. A lot of people have asked me why I didn't draft fill in the blank player. I drafted these 2 players because they played different. Every team I've been on, I fit somewhere in the middle. I'm kind of okay at offense. I'm kind of okay at defense. I need a polar opposite on both ends, and I've had that with Shade forever. But Shade has transitioned more into playing offense, so started to kind of lose that a bit. So I went with Stewie. And Mythic, I have chemistry with, and I know Mythic will just go play offense. That's all I need him to do. Sometimes some defense, but most of the time just go get the ball, go play offense, and that's what he does. We had chemistry from day one.
I like that.
Hey,
It's big brain.
It might not always look comfortable, again, and that part of that's
that's Rocket
either
League.
some lag
Yeah.
or sometimes because Stewie is very good on offense. Don't let anybody tell you any different. So him and Mythic will be thinking the same thing. They'll both be correct, but they'll both go. So we'll still see some of that. But again, that's Rocket League. We could play together for years, and that's still going to happen. So it doesn't matter. But yeah, it's been very comfortable from day one.
All I gotta
I like
say
that.
is Stewie can't do offense against me. That flip reset was dog.
Listen here, man.
That was
Um,
pretty
They're one to
wicked to see
share.
that,
They're
like,
one to
yeah, all
share.
these goals scored and stuff, and then there's just Stewie. Like, I did not anticipate outscoring Stewie in week 1. So that's for sure.
yeah, last week strong start. This week got the full roster, and I know Gardens asked about the Kim getting comfortable because obviously missed first week. I was in one of the makeshift scrims. I want to say it was like 3rd day after draft or something like that, and y'all looked like y'all had it to begin with. Um, it's gonna be a good season to watch y'all.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate that. It's gonna be fun to play in. But big shout out to KC. That was a fun series.
So
Yeah,
I
I mean,
fuck
look,
you this
I
time.
don't think they deserve to be swept. It just kind of is what it is. The ball
And-
bounces a certain way here and there, but it was very tough. I just saw Mom Debbie say, "Chad, am I washed?" Nah, Mom Debbie played very well. It's just
Yeah, he's not washed.
no.
I feel
yeah,
like once they
speed
get
is speed at
their
some points, and that's
That
tough.
that last one was one of those unfortunate touches. You want to get the touch where it rolls up. It bounced a little bit. It it happens.
Yeah,
Y'all were able to
Yep.
capitalize off of it. Um, it is what it is.
One-
But the sweep, sorry, Gardens. The sweep. Look, a
No, you're
sweep
good.
is a sweep. A win is a win. But again, all those games were one goal. Foxtrotters, it wasn't like they got dominated.
no. And I've said that to people. I don't think we're going to come out and dog walk people. We play a very simple rotation, very comfortable. You just got to be ready to stop a shot, and that's they stopped one too few shots in each game.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is.
Yep. Go ahead, Gardens. My bad.
You're good. I was saying it was like with the Foxtrotters, I feel like once they round it out a little bit more, it'll be a really good team because it felt like they were too Debbie heavy, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Where they would have him, he's kind of just like the lone wolf up there, just going for offense, and then even sometimes on defense, it's like he's the equivalent to the two other players depending on the position. But if they just
Yeah.
round that off and get the positions and get the flow going, then that's a solid team.
Absolutely. We were curious what we were going to see because we scrimmed them before. They were like the third team we scrimmed after the draft. And we kind of beat the brakes off of them until they subbed in Sharknado and it was a change of pace. So seeing them start Sharknado was kind of expecting that. And that's kind of what we got. And then Dishonored came in and we thought maybe it'd be a change of pace, but it was just kind of more the same. They were looking for each other, but yeah, it was a little bit Mom Debbie heavy. I thought Brett played well. But they got some things to work out. But they're a good team.
So y'all are a great team as well. I mean, we saw that tonight with the pass and play to Stewie.
Oh my
No,
god,
That's just
I
that's
love
that's,
that play.
that's such a play.
They lost the game to the Bandits. Not. It ain't that.
This guy, man.
Shut up, couch.
I'll be honest. I think this might be the longest interview I've ever done.
Yeah, this one's kind of dragging out.
But
Because I'm in here.
I've
We
enjoyed it.
yap.
hey, there's still 31 people listening to us yap.
That's wild. Appreciate every one of you.
Thank you all for being here.
I love looking over, seeing that number when it gets to this point. So I'm like, I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong, but why do y'all love listening to us yap?
It is what it is. I think half of the people stick around waiting to see if there's gonna be any shit talk.
Just start
fair.
arguing in the chat.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get a little bit
Worst
of that going.
team we've ever played.
Yeah. Who
Yeah,
do
it's
who do I
not
play
bad.
next
Yeah.
week,
Still
Couch?
got
I got
sweep.
you. I got you. Hold on. I got to scroll all the way to the top of your team chat real
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah. Who's Luxor sweeping next
I
week?
think we're playing Illusion on.
Hey,
Oh.
Stewie, quiet. Shut your mouth.
Hey,
Shut your mouth.
I might be wrong, Couch.
Stewie, you are 100% without a doubt correct. It's Ancient Illusion.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
That was the very first team that we scrimmed, and scrims don't matter. Smurfies, we're sweeping them. It's over. It's not even gonna be
Murphy
close.
sucks.
GG easy.
Was that Smurfy, Craney, Bozy? Bula?
And Bula, yep.
Oh,
Which
Yeah.
I might add, Bula again, 100% shooting percentage. He's last season didn't get much playing time, but he shot 50%. He's on fire.
You know what? I have to root for Illusion just because Bozy's there. Bozy's a homie.
Listen, I like all those guys over there. Craney's been kind of a long time homie, and he now talks to people, so that's always good. Bozy's a guy. But that's at the end of the day. Yeah, I don't think it'll be that close. I'll do a little of the shit talking. I'm not trying to be that guy, but that's more of Mythic's thing. He was wanting to what a save, but he was lagging, so he held back a little bit.
The what a
that
save was
series.
lagging. He was doing it, but
Yeah.
he wasn't showing up.
Thoughts on Rednecks versus Hornets tomorrow?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Gotcha. No.
No.
We don't talk about Prism here.
Yeah, this is pixel only. We don't need any contamination.
Yeah, it's fine. We're gonna dog walk Illusion. We'll dog walk Gardens in a couple weeks. It's gonna be a good time.
Hey,
I don't know about that one, buddy. We can
Yeah.
we can let the results tell, but I don't think it's gonna be that easy. This isn't last season.
The results are going to stay
Whoa,
the same.
what do you
Luxor
mean?
Pharaohs on top.
Hold on. What do you
Yeah,
mean
but
this
they
isn't last
didn't.
season?
Here
This
it is.
isn't last season.
Gardens, we beat the Pharaohs last season.
Yeah, and we'll do it again this
Hmm.
season.
You
But
did-
this
Nope,
isn't
nope,
last
nope,
season when they
Gardens.
had
This
a
isn't
power
last season.
roster.
You're
You
out,
didn't
buddy.
beat me last season.
All right,
That's
all
all
right.
I'm saying.
You got me. You got
Wait,
me.
wait,
Oh
but
no, you did beat me.
yeah, they
last
did beat you,
season.
Stewie.
Yeah.
Bad argument.
I am one
Oh,
and
it
one against
Hey,
is.
they
y'all.
didn't win.
Hey,
They didn't win the finals. They didn't win
All
the
right,
We're
finals.
all
Stu-
wrong.
Stewie can't make an argument. Stewie's on the trade block. Let that be known, managers.
I'll give you
Boomer's
2
coming
bags of
straight for
Doritos.
me.
Nah.
Boomer's already messaging bacon.
Oh
Just
my
to throw a
god, I bet he
random,
is.
just to throw a random stray right here. Shade, how many times have you lost your bets? Because I've seen a lot of points gone from Shade, especially when he bet against us.
No,
It can't
he
be that
hasn't
many.
lost. He hasn't lost any. This whole season, he's put up like 100K on every game and won.
There's no. I swear I saw him lose like a lot of points.
No, he's gone perfect
All
this
right,
season. That's why he has
I
like
re-
almost 300K points.
all right. I retract that, and I will apologize for my previous statement because I know when to back off and admit that I was wrong.
Dude, Shade's been
Unlike a
cooking.
lot of people in this league.
Shade literally went to bed, set an alarm just to wake up and bet on this series.
Yep.
Is that what he did?
Yep. We were talking
So-
about it before the game. I told him when I was gonna do the prediction because he didn't want to
Yep.
do it too early so that everyone like jumped on it. He did it with like a minute left. So I told him the time. He set the alarm. He got up. He did it.
Why do we still have 31 people in here? Go to sleep or something.
Because they
What's
they
wrong with
stuck
you
around
people?
for the shit talk,
They did.
ready to hear what we're gonna do to Smurfy next week.
Don't
I
need
can't
to-
say
it's
it. This is a
past your
family-friendly
bedtime.
show, but do some things to Smurfy.
Ren, I know you're gonna stay up until 4 o'clock. I'm not worried about you.
Oh my goodness.
It's so true. But all right, we're gonna head out. I'm gonna get talking about next week or tomorrow. Next.
Yeah,
I love
all the
you guys.
days.
Words.
GG's.
GG's. Good.
GG's.
I look forward
GG's.
to watching y'all.
Thanks, man.
Alright.
I moved
Have a
him,
good
but
one,
it's gonna
man.
take me a minute to get up there. Okay, there we go. Love y'all.
Hey, find someone to raid.
Love you too.
Do that.
Okay, we'll do. All right.
Hello.
I mean, again, great series. Obviously, the sweep there. Pharaohs, very good team. Foxtrotters, they're the same. They are good. Don't let the 3-0, don't look at the 3-0 and think, okay, they got worked.
Yeah,
Watch
because
the series.
at the end of the day, it was still close games,
Mhm.
and it was really just kind of lopsided for one team at some points. If they can just clean that up, then it'll be. If we put that same scenario with both of them at their best, that would be an insane game.
Yeah, that I can definitely see it potentially being a playoff matchup and being completely different.
Yeah, that
Going
would
like
go
all
other
the way
way.
to 7. Um, I don't. I think obviously week 2 still some kinks to work out. Obviously, both teams were without one of their top picks for the first week, so getting that Kim back a little different.
Mhm.
I mean, there's 11 weeks regular season. Then you've got playoffs. This probably would be a semifinals matchup. I would think based off of like just paper, looking at them on paper, I would think semifinals. It would be completely different by then.
Yeah, no doubt. I really want to see those teams go against each other again, and like last season, I don't think they're gonna beat us. It's just not in the cards. And I'll even go as far as to say they're not gonna win against this Bandits team either. You know, they're kind of just gonna.
Who, the Pharaohs?
Yeah, the
We already
Pharaohs.
played them.
You already played it.
Yeah, we
Oh,
lost 3-1. That it was so that one in case you
I
didn't
I gotta
see.
rewatch all this.
Yeah, it was 3-1. The first game we lost by 1. Second game we won by 3, except I put an own goal in at the very end, so it was 4-2.
Did y'all play him again?
No. Game 3 was 1 goal, and then game 4 it fell apart. I was happy with
Okay.
it. It was another good series. I'm currently asking who is a good person to raid. I've never been charged with this.
Well, don't worry. We'll avenge you. As
Do
a
it.
fellow bandit or previous bandit, we'll avenge you.
The honorary bandit.
Just make sure to pick me up for the All-Star this time if I'm even there.
If I'm the
Instead of,
manager, I got you.
if you're the manager and I get picked, I hope you don't make the same mistake. Or excuse me, not mistake, betrayal.
Okay. Yeah, I won't betray you again. But you did touch on the matchup tomorrow because it was a message. Tomorrow night, one game scheduled, 9 p.m. Eastern. I will be casting it. It's the Round Rock Rednecks versus Houston Hornets. Now, fun fact, Gardens, why I didn't want to touch on it while we were in there, because I didn't want to take up a lot of the time. Houston is undefeated when I cast. They were 9-0 last season when I casted.
Oh.
Every other caster, I think it's 0-4 now, maybe 0-5. So there's a little bit on the line. They lost week 1 with Doggo casting. Now they play Doggo tomorrow. It's gonna be a tough matchup. Doggo,
So you're just a
Cove,
buff and a
Ben.
debuff.
Yeah, it's. I immediately messaged Boss and I was like, "Hey, here's my availability this week, just in case." It worked out to where I could cast it. I'll be honest, I forget how to do this, which is why we're still here. I don't know how to raid.
You don't know how to raid. Ren, how do you raid?
Do I just put the
Okay.
channel inside these brackets?
Maybe? I've never done it before, so I don't know either. We're losing viewers. You do /raid the name, says Dishonored.
Invalid username. Okay, so I can't do. Got it. Take away the brackets.
Also, thank you guys for letting me be on tonight.
Of course. I got it. I did it. We're raiding.
Nice.
We're watching Potato Man. Potato Rocket League events. Y'all stay tuned. Check it out a little bit. We're gonna hang out there. But let me make sure the raid goes through and then we can end.
Everyone's still here.
Raid now.
Go, shoo. There we go.
Well, I had to make sure the raid goes through. Are we in? Are we raiding?
I believe so. Yeah.
We are. All right. That's it.